And I will tell you that it has been unbelievably difficult to get students to engage in civil dialogue. And it's a lot of what you just said. People feel so certain about their points of view that the idea of coming together to talk is viewed as an insult, a violation. So we're still at it. And I think that gets back to what I said before, which is, so Jewish students felt completely ostracized over the last year and a half, really, and it was from morning till night, right? They would leave their dorm rooms and they'd hear the chanting. They'd walk through the campus. They couldn't get into the library. They'd go into a class that had nothing to do with anything around the Israel issue, and they were confronted by a professor who wanted to tell them they were wrong. They'd go back to their phones and they'd see it on their phones. They'd go to their dorms and there'd be a swastika on their door. This was just going on and on. And so this notion of speech, which is a huge value, and as I started by saying, is a high value of Jews and me personally. But at a university where the goal of the university is learning, this is where it needs to start. In other words, I would say the first thing to go after is not speech. The first thing to go after is trust and civil discourse. And there were some universities that did that. Like they actually started on October 8th, and they had people coming together talking about the issues. That's where it worked best. So again, I think the thing to work on here is trust and community, and the speech will come.
And as you said, for many students and their families, the university isn't about learning, it's about credentialing. And so they don't arrive on campus wanting to learn. I mean, there was a time in American history where professors took on this sort of disposition that I'm going to come and I'm going to interrogate all the things that your parents taught you, and I'm going to sort of dismantle them and expose them, and then I'm going to switch it, and then I'm going to send you off so that you can think clearly and differently about these things like I do in class. Well, now it's different. Now it's, you're in my class, and now I'm going to rubber stamp and validate all of your emotions and everything that you believe. I just want to tell you that you're right. Now, what's also true in the university, and this is a very long conversation, is that professors' course evaluations matter a lot, especially if you're tenure track. And if students complain that you speak offensively in class, you actually could lose your job. This is a fact.